Tonight we're focusing in on Zoom with Galaxy AI on the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Ah, a baby tiger. Check out his claws as he prepares to pounce on that frog. Close one, but not as close as this Zoom. We can literally count the whiskers and... Oh look, Mum's here. Good thing I'm nowhere nearby. Go wild with Galaxy AI on the new S24 Ultra and zoom in on the epic day or night.
Get yours now at Samsung.com.
Mouseworld Travel is an authorized Disney vacation planner specializing in vacation destinations all over the world. From frequent theme park getaways to annual family cruises to once-in-a-lifetime epic worldwide adventures, we can help you make those dreams a reality. At Mouseworld Travel, we focus on quality vacations to provide guests with the most optimal experience. Our agents treat each trip as if it were their own, which means a special, personalized vacation just for you. Our agents provide concierge-level service during the vacation planning process, including offering recommendations to fit your family's needs, such as help choosing hotel or dining locations, suggesting add-ons or extras that we think your family might enjoy, offering tips and tricks to make the most out of your vacation, and answering questions to help you plan efficiently. Some of our more popular vacation destinations include cruise lines such as Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, all-inclusive destinations such as Sandals and Beaches, Universal Parks and Resorts, and, of course, the various Disney destinations, which include the theme parks, Disney Cruise Line, Adventures by Disney, and Alani. There's something for everyone, and no matter what type of vacation you're looking for, an expert agent at Mouseworld Travel will help you get there.
And I'm Katie.
And you're listening to Ropedrop and Parkhop.
And
we're back.
We're back. It's been a long couple of weeks.
You didn't know that we were gone. Spring break.
Yeah, we just survived spring break. Neither of us went anywhere, really. I went home to visit family for a couple of days at the beginning of spring break, but otherwise we were here, and it was relaxing, and I got a lot done around the house.
I just
Aaron
worked like normal. My life was just normal.
While her kids stayed home.
Oh, I have something to tell you on the Patreon episode. I can't say it on the live feed episode until next week.
Yeah.
Next week I can talk about it.
Okay. I have huge news in my family. We have a car for our teenager, and I don't have to drive him anywhere anymore. It's so nice.
Does he love it?
He drove himself to school yesterday and today and to tennis practice. It's so lovely. And yes, he loves it, except he called me in a panic yesterday after school, pulled over on the side of the road. He was like, Mom, how do I get home?
Okay.
Every intersection is like closed around our house. So
he's like, I don't know
he's
what to
like
do.
trapped. Yes. And I'm like, you just have to go around the cones. Like
okay, so
they're
this
there.
Is actually, so Kenley has her permit and she can get her license in April. And this is actually my biggest concern.
Yeah.
Her driving is fine. The girl has no clue where she's going. Like, we'll pull out of our subdivision and to take her to work.
Yeah.
And we have to turn left. And she'll sit there for a second and she'll say, do I go this way? Or still.
I made sure for the last year while I was driving with him in the car, I made sure I made him pay attention. So I think that helped a lot. Also, Apple Maps.
I know, but also you should know how to get from our house to your work. We do it all the time.
I think, after she's done it a few times by herself, when she doesn't have you to ask, she'll be fine.
I guarantee I'll get that phone call.
Oh, probably.
I don't know how to get home.
She'll be on the other side of town and I didn't make it to work. Where is it?
For real. And I'm just Kenley, and I've stopped giving her directions. And so we went out to dinner the other night and we get to the stop sign exiting our subdivision and she's she turns on the signal to go the wrong direction. And I was like, no.
That's so funny.
It's so bizarre.
Somehow they survive.
Just wait
Somehow
till construction gets thrown into the mix because she's gonna end up in
It'll throw
Utah.
her for a loop.
I know. She's gonna end up in Utah.
All right, let's read a review.
Let's read a review.
Do it.
This one is from Orion and PDX, which that's in Portland for anyone who doesn't know PDX. And Orion and I have chatted on the Instagram a few times here and there. So, hi, we finally got to your review. Hopefully you're still here. Subscribe for the tips. Stay faux ... Stay for something.
Okay.
Stay for...
I should pull these up on my app. For some reason,
No, I really like Mad Libbing it.
Okay, perfect.
So, subscribe for the tips. Stay for...
The treats.
The treats.
Tricks?
the Boise weather reports.
Yes. The teenager driving updates.
Yeah.
Road construction.
Okay, 5 stars. Love, love, love this podcast. I've been planning a secret surprise Disneyland trip for my family for most of the year now. Thankfully, this is a year old, so we're not ruining anything for Orion and his family. I've had several Disney pods in my rotation while I study, and just as certainly as I've unsubscribed from a few of them, Katie and Aaron have risen to the top of my listening queue. Not only just the Disney pods either, as Ropedrop and Parkhop is the actual top podcast in my lineup of what I'll listen to. Of the 6 hours of podcasts I listen to while I work every night. Dear Disney, my vacation has long been planned, booked, and paid off, but I just enjoy getting to hear their particularly welcoming conversations, even when it's just about weather.
Sure enough.
I bet you anything. You should look it up, because what if that's correct? What if it is stay for the Boise weather
happy
reports?
to oblige.
Even their occasional guests have brought insight and products to light that I may not have known otherwise. 5 stars, and thank you for keeping me company at work while I daydream of how to better treat my family to a magical first vacation.
Oh, what a fantastically written review.
It was lovely.
I loved it. Thank you, Orion in
Portland,
PDX.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay.
And weekly reminder.
Yeah.
If you have not already left us a review, we love them a lot.
We do.
It's a great way for our podcast to make it into people's searches. So if you think that we could be helpful to somebody else who's planning a Disney vacation, go ahead and leave us a review and a rating.
Plus, we just love to hear how your trips went. That's like my
absolutely.
favorite, is to hear that a trip went well. And
I
hopefully
think
we helped.
We've talked about it before, but I think you can leave multiple. I don't know. Because then there's
Multiple
people
reviews.
who talk about editing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you can leave multiple, come back and tell us how your trip went.
Please.
Yeah, leave us a planning review and then a post review.
Or you can always reach out to us on social media, which
Always.
stay tuned to the end of the podcast where we'll drop those links. There's your cliffhanger.
teaser.
Yes. Okay. We have quite a bit of news today because we did not record last week. And it's just a lot of random stuff, I feel like. Some of it's big.
Right.
Anyway, we'll get into it. What should we start with? Should we start with D23 stuff?
Sure.
First of all, there was a post in our Facebook group this morning, which if you're not in it, go join it. Rope dropping and park hopping.
No, the link is not until the end.
Oh, that's right.
Shh. Stay tuned for the link.
Stay tuned for the link. Somebody posted an article about a no bag policy being implemented at Disneyland starting June 1st, which I think fake news at this point.
Right.
D23 did announce that there would be no bags allowed at the Honda Center, which that's a venue policy. That's not a Disney policy. I don't see a no bag policy at the parks happening
I can't ever see that happening.
Not ever. People are trained to bring bags in.
I will say, at some point, maybe a clear bag policy. I don't see that happening really either. Especially where they have the walk-through scanners at Walt Disney World.
Yes,
that we
that's
will
what I was
eventually
just going to
get.
say. Like, I think that they would put the walk-through scanners in before they would ever say no bags allowed.
Right.
I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, that would surprise me. But
Until we see something official from Disney, just
take it with a grain of salt.
Yes, just imagine that it's fake news, clickbait, whatever.
Yeah, because they'll come out with something. They'll tell us something and nothing. Any place that we have seen any reference to this, it either kind of talks about the no bag policy and then wraps it up by tying it back into D23, or it's a clickbait website that really isn't one that we would trust for information.
Right. So no panicking yet, please.
Yes, please don't. And no clear bags. You're fine. Still just taking whatever bag you have. Speaking of, I didn't tell you this. We'll talk a little bit about some merch that's been released recently, but they released new backpacks. Have you seen them?
I've seen a couple of them. There was a Pixar one. Maybe.
I don't know about that.
Okay,
but there's
tell me.
An all-black one with the
yes.
Disneyland D.
Yes, it's
super
really cute. And it's very hot, like it's flying off the
Flying
shelves.
off the shelves. There's also a belt bag that
I
matches
saw that.
it. Guess who got 2 of them?
You?
I sure did. Guess who got it for me?
Who?
Our bestie Heather at the Hojo.
Nice.
She went and picked it up for me because I begged her. No, not really. I didn't beg her, but she went and picked it up for me.
Oh, they're so cute.
And I love her so much. And this is another reason we love the Hojo, because the people there are the best.
Yes, they are.
Anyway, little side note.
We highly recommend the Hojo.
Great merch, great belt bag.
So,
and also, why would Disney sell black backpacks if they're going to kick everyone out with backpacks?
Right. It's weird. They're not going to do it.
Happening.
They're not going to do it.
Okay.
D23 stuff. So, What are the dates for it? Do you have those written down?
I do. They are, hold on. You should see my notes, guys. My notes are a mess. Okay, D23 is August 9th through August 11th. So it's a little earlier than the last time, because last time I remember it was Kenley's birthday weekend, which is September 9th. So it's about a month earlier than it was last time in Anaheim.
But they're doing they're doing quite a few new things this year, besides having some of the events at the Honda Center, which we just mentioned about the no bag policy.
And those are the evening events.
Right. So the bigger things that lots of people want to come to, they wanted to have more venue space for, I'm assuming. So they are doing some events at the convention center still, some events at the Honda Center. But new this year, there is a kickoff day at Disneyland on August 8th.
Yes.
So there will be
D23 day.
There will be a cavalcade, I think I heard.
Yes, dance parties, photo ops, probably some snacks.
I would guess so.
And then traveling back and forth, I guess there was a whole thing the other day, kind of like a preview to D23. And from what I understand, people who were really nervous about this whole back and forth between the Honda Center and the convention center.
They're not that close.
They're not. Now feel a lot better about it.
Oh, good.
Which is great. So apparently they're going to have transportation moving throughout the day. It's going to be super easy to travel back and forth between the two.
Do you think they're using their Disney buses? Or?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that they're probably going to use
I wonder if Art is stepping up and
probably
using some of their shuttles too.
Or maybe they're getting some charter buses in.
Because the Arctic is right there by the Honda Center, which Art runs some stuff from there anyway. So that might be a good option.
And the train. So if you're going, you can always take the train to or from
the airport.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking
San Diego,
about?
if you live there, or wherever you might need to take the train to or from.
I'm like, you're not taking the train between the Honda Center and the convention center, although that would be fun.
Wouldn't that be the best? Could we do that? Could we get a monorail?
How about just a Skyliner?
Let's get something.
Yeah.
Dear Disney, let's get something between Arctic and Disneyland.
I mean, that's real estate over there. I mean, an Angel Stadium, too. Yeah. Like,
just
eventually.
Let's have a whole system.
Right. Let's do it.
Vegas has a monorail between things.
Sure
Why
does.
can't we?
Sure does.
I say we like I actually matter.
Yeah. Dear Disney.
Don't.
What else for D23 we need to talk about? The Legends were announced.
The Legends is going to be the last evening, closing ceremony. And some of them, I don't know. Some of them I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Who are you excited about?
Not Miley Cyrus.
Not Miley Cyrus.
I mean, she's fine.
But she's so young.
She's young.
That's it for me.
And she's just strange to me. She's a strange girl.
Different.
Yes.
I like her okay. And she started off on Disney, right?
Right.
But she's so young that I feel like the word legend is a really heavy word for somebody that young.
Right.
I feel like you have to have given a lot more.
Trying to grab her before she gets too weird and they can't do it.
Or maybe, I feel like she's calmed down though. I feel like she's kind of hit her apex and now she's on the downhill. Like she's calmer.
Maybe so. I don't know. Just watching her at the Grammys, I was like a little worried about her mental state. But
it's just different.
I know.
Kelly Ripa, why?
I mean, I don't know.
Live with Kelly and whoever her co-host is.
She's been around for a long time. She's made them a lot of money.
Because of ABC? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's ABC. Yeah. Like, I mean, I know it's a Disney-owned company, but she's not like Disney. Yeah. I feel like Disney Legends scream Disney.
Right.
And
like
Kelly
it needs
Ripa,
to be Imagineers and movie makers and stuff, right?
Speaking of Imagineers and movie makers, Joe Rohde.
Yeah, that's who I would say is my favorite
I am
on the
too.
list.
And Harrison Ford, which also surprises me that he
wasn't
there
already.
Yet.
Yeah.
Some other notable ones, James Cameron is on there. Who else?
I don't remember, but I mean, there's a big long list.
Yeah. Anyway, if you want to check it out, there's some good ones on there. But yeah, some
Tell us what your favorite is.
Yeah, some are surprising to me and some I'm like, I don't know. Okay.
Could be fun, though, if you want to go see a celebrity in person.
There you go.
Go to that event.
Do you know, was it 2 years ago? Patrick Dempsey.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I should have gone to that one.
Yes.
He's pretty.
I'm glad you like him.
I like his hair.
I do, too. I've liked him since his Can't Buy Me Love days.
When he was like nerdy cute.
Yes. Yeah. He's a cute boy. Okay. What else do we need to talk about with D23? Anything else?
Yes. There's a packing night or packing district night.
The Anaheim Packing District evening, something like that.
Gala extravaganza. We love the packing district. We've talked about it on the podcast before. When we were there a few weeks ago, we went to the packing district for lunch. It's a fantastic place to visit. I'm super excited that Disney is pulling it into their event.
Me too,
weekend.
Because when we were there a few weeks ago, it was so empty, and
we were there midday. To be fair,
true,
on a weekday.
Yes, probably in the evenings. It's a little rowdier, right?
Right.
But here are some of the things that are happening. Let me see.
And this is happening on
Yes.
The 6th of August. So
D23 night at the Anaheim Packing District from 5 to 9 p.m. D23 members. Okay, so they're going to be having trivia and sip and sketch, and DJs are coming to play sets, and there's a World Taste Pass, so similar to like a Sip and Savor. You can buy a pass and try all the different foods that are going to be around. There's a discount on that, the World Taste Pass, if you're a gold member.
Oh, cool.
Ravensburger, if you're one of those trading card enthusiasts.
Oh,
which I get emails about those all the time, and I'm like, why do I get these?
Where did you sign up? What did you sign up
for? So Ravensburger will be there with their trading cards, the Lorcana stuff.
Cool.
And then if you can't make it on August 6th, they're going to keep the events up throughout the week, throughout D23. So you can go check it out.
If you're there, go. And if you're there any other time, go. It's such a fantastic place. And it's a quick $5 Uber ride from the Disneyland Resort area.
I wonder if they'll have transportation options.
I bet.
If they've got it between the other two.
I love it.
And then there's D23 Day at Angel Stadium. So if you want to go watch the Angels play with your fellow D23 Disney fans, that's on August 4th, and it's the New York Mets.
It's a whole week of adventure and excitement.
I feel like they've made it a lot bigger this year than it ever has been.
Are we going? We're not.
Not this year.
I still am not convinced I'm not going.
And then Downtown Disney will have a bunch of special offers, decor, and magical moments.
Speaking of going, if you want tickets went on sale this morning, or today. They go on sale at noon, so in soon. In a minute here.
On the 26th?
Yes, on March 26th. We're recording today, March 26th. And then they go on sale for general public on March 28th, Pacific time.
Right.
So they go on sale here in just 3 hours for D23 members.
Gotcha.
For pre-sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, so by the time you're listening to this, the general sale will have already started.
It will have started yesterday.
Possibly sold out.
But I feel like there's so much more space at the Honda Center that maybe
they'll have
you
more
have
tickets.
better luck. Yeah. So still try if you want to go, if you're going to be in the area, or if you want to plan a trip, do it.
Okay. Wondrous Journeys restarted, right? And it's missing Baymax.
Is it?
And it's missing the Blue Fairy. And the rumor is that they will not return for the length of this run of the fireworks, because Pixar Fest will be starting here April 26th, I think is when the new fireworks, not new, but the Pixar fireworks will start April 26th.
Are they adding a Baymax feature to that maybe, since they already have
Possibly. But anyways, so Wondrous Journeys runs through April 14th.
Yes. And nightly.
Right.
We're on nightly fireworks right now.
Because it's spring break.
Season.
And so, yeah, like I said, the rumor is that they will not have a flying Baymax or Blue Fairy through the length of that for now. I'm guessing, so Pixar fireworks will be through the end of the summer or through August, right? And then the Halloween Screams will probably start. And then Believe, ... and Holiday Magic fireworks show will be for holiday time. And then maybe Wondrous Journeys comes back in January.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Because I really love Wondrous Journeys.
Me too. I'm sad we missed it.
I will say, though, the weather down there has been kind of
yucky?
Yeah. And so, I don't know. They say nightly fireworks, but gosh, weather permitting.
Right.
And you know how
Always.
You know what that means down there.
Do they have projections? I'm assuming they do for Wondrous Journeys projections, so they'd probably just do the projections.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's why Baymax isn't flying.
The weather's
just too windy for Baymax.
Maybe.
Throws him off course.
He's receiving an upgrade.
Walt Disney World Marathon info really quickly for those of you that are interested.
And Katie has on her runner shirt today.
I do.
Her Disney
Even though I'm not really a runner, but I'll run for Disney. January 8th through the 12th is Walt Disney World Marathon Week, and registration starts April 9th. So that's coming up in a couple weeks. The themes were announced for it. They're really cute. It's very classic. It's Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto. And it kind of looks like the Disneyland half marathon theming from this year. So
they just didn't want to think about it.
Guess not.
But there's a couple any more of these ever?
I think so.
Yeah.
I would do another 5K. I don't think I would go any longer than that, though.
What you saw the route? No, the routes have not been released.
I have not seen the routes, no.
I'm curious what the routes are like for a 5K at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems to me like they kind of... I would assume...
heavy,
yes, that's what. Yes, but I would assume they want you to run through the castle. Maybe not.
I don't think for that. I think it's an Epcot World Showcase situation.
Yeah. But there's two different challenges this year. So there's a race and a half challenge and then the dopey challenge as usual. But it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Yep.
Heath wants to do it.
Does he want to do the dopey?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Of course he does.
He's never run a marathon, though. I don't know if I should out him on the podcast, but that's always been on his list.
So
he just...
No better place to do it than Disney.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
I just can't, 4 days in a row of running. No, thank you.
Getting up at the crack of dawn.
Right.
And also, I have to give a shout out to the support people of the people who do the dopey, because if he does that, you're going to be exhausted.
Yes.
You are going to be exhausted.
And it's hard to get to those viewing areas. It's not easy.
It's hard to get to the starting line.
Right.
When we went last year, I was hearing people walk a half mile to even get to the start.
Ugh.
So then you have to go run 26 miles.
Crazy. Astronaut Mickey from Epcot it's cute. They've brought him to Disneyland and he's installed on one of the poles in Tomorrowland. So I don't know what they're doing.
It's at Disneyland?
Yeah.
I thought it was I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure they moved it.
He used to be in Creations, apparently.
Yes,
at Epcot.
He used to be at Epcot.
And I thought it was at Walt Disney World.
They've moved him to Tomorrowland.
Is it?
Okay, so yes, astronaut Mickey figure from Epcot appears at Disneyland.
Interesting.
Yes.
Cool.
He's by the DVC kiosk, that flying saucer.
So he was at Epcot before.
Mm-hmm. They moved
put him on an
Disneyland.
airplane and moved him to Disneyland. That's weird.
I think they put him on a rocket ship, though.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
He once stood
that's
inside.
Why the Astro Orbiter is down.
Yes, they had to put Mickey in.
Oh, that makes sense.
It used to be a Mission Space cargo bay, the gift shop for Mission Space.
Okay.
But he's been gone for years.
That's random.
So he used to be sitting in a gift shop.
Yes.
Now he's climbing a pole at Disneyland.
And randomly.
Is this are they throwing us a Tomorrowland bone by putting a Mickey in there?
I don't know.
Guys,
we
look,
updated.
Tomorrowland is updated. We're good. So silly. In Toontown, really fast, the Donald Duck splash pad is finally open. So the Donald Duck boat area is all open. Does that mean all of Toontown is done now?
I think so. I don't think that there's any construction happening at Toontown right now.
That was a long process.
It was a very long.
Holy moly.
It opened almost a year ago. Well, a year ago. It opened in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was open before that, though, right?
Yeah.
So it's been more than a year.
And then, the time that it took to zhuzh everything up.
And then they kept opening things and then closing them again. The fountain was open and then they closed it. Goofy's was open and they closed it, reopened it. It was silly. Okay. And then there's a cute bubble blower in Toontown. It's it looks like the Mouse-Gador a little bit to me.
Maybe.
I don't know, but it's very cute.
And it's a bubble blower?
Mm-hmm.
I for sure thought it was a popcorn bucket.
And it's interactive. I don't know what that means. You push a bunch of different buttons.
Probably it plays music and all kinds of stuff.
It's very cute, though.
And speaking of that, let's talk about popcorn buckets really quickly.
Yes, please.
A bunch of popcorn buckets that people are very excited about. Chubby, which, if you don't,
cute one.
Chubby is not Orange Bird, but he is an orange bird that resides in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. He's cute, but why a whole popcorn bucket? I mean, I think he's cute.
Yes.
Doesn't Jack have a Chubby shoulder?
He does, yes.
Plush?
Yes. And I love Chubby. It's fun when you're stuck there at the end on the train.
But is that where he is? Is that all?
I think so.
A whole popcorn bucket for this guy? You know who's very excited about this? Disneyland Forever, Dan and Jordan.
Oh.
Dan's a big Chubby fan.
He loves Chubby.
So he got very excited about this. But Jordan, probably Jordan is listening. Jordan, where else is he? Is he anywhere else?
I don't think so.
For an entire popcorn bucket?
Yeah.
Congrats
I don't know.
to Chubby.
I feel like they're really leaning into the Toontown merch this last year.
They're also really leaning into Critters, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Some of the other ones that are available. Jabba the Hutt with a removable... Who? Salacious?
Oh, Salacious Crumb.
Salacious, there's an initial.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know his initial. But
he has an initial.
He's Jabba's little shoulder pet.
Jabba has a shoulder pet?
Yep.
Okay. Salacious B. Crumb. Yeah. Oh, it's a straw clip.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And it apparently comes, I don't understand it. Anyway, and then there's a Stormtrooper helmet, like a damaged
it's kind of cool.
helmet. Looks like it's been crashed and burned and all kinds of stuff.
I'm a big fan.
Are you?
It's very cool. Yes.
So yeah, some new popcorn buckets. Get excited. Disneyland does not offer popcorn refills, but they sure do offer the popcorn bucket.
Sorry. I'm looking up Salacious Crumb info just to make sure I'm not making stuff up.
Salacious B. Crumb.
There's a Reddit thread that says he may have appeared in Labyrinth.
Like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Super interesting.
So see, he's even more obscure than Chubby. No, not really, if he's Jabba the Hutt's shoulder pat.
Oh.
face.
Sorry. I'm just reading crazy stuff about what the B might stand for.
Oh.
It might stand for body. BAWDY.
Okay.
Because he's salacious and body.
Okay. I could see that. That works.
Okay, so possibly not a Jim Henson creation, although Yoda, I know Frank Oz did Yoda's voice, and he's a Jim Henson, like...
Is Frank Oz a Disney legend? Is he one going in this year?
Maybe. Did we just come full circle?
Hold on a second. You keep talking, because I feel like he might be.
I'm just trying to figure out if Salacious Crumb is actually a Muppet.
Frank Oz. Frank
He
Oz.
is on there.
We've come full circle. And you guys, that is our episode for today. Have a great
end.
week. We will see you next week. We've tied it all in.
Okay.
I
can't find. Somebody's gonna reach out to us and yell at us. I can't find confirmation that it's a Jim Henson puppet. Salacious Crumb.
But somehow you feel like that came from somewhere.
I do. I don't know why.
Text Hayden.
Okay, we'll figure it out. We will either print a retraction or a confirmation on next week's episode about Salacious Crumb.
Speaking of retractions, and also this is still some news.
Yeah.
When we talked about the magic keys that are still available, we mistakenly said Inspire when we really meant Imagine.
Disney
Imagine is
makes
the local.
It so confusing.
Right. They totally
like, don't
make it
start
confusing.
2 magic key passes with an I and expect us to keep them straight.
Yes, we could have. There's plenty of Disney words you could have used. We could have just stuck with dream.
Right. Okay, so Inspire's the top one.
Yeah.
Imagine is the one that's for Southern California.
I'm not 100% confident anymore.
Or they're for California residents. All
Inspire
California.
is the top one. Imagine is the lowest.
And Imagine is only
Southern
available
California.
for renewal right now.
Yes.
And
but everything else is still available.
Everything else is for sale.
So I think this might be Disney sliding magic keys back out, annual passes back out for availability always.
Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay.
So, yeah.
Really quickly, Disney Cruise Line announced a new ship randomly. The Disney Destiny coming next year. People are super confused about the timeline. Like, how are they going to have a ship ready that fast that they just announced? But it must be already like well under construction. But usually they announce ahead of even construction. So anyway,
the really fascinating thing about this ship is it uses echolocation to travel.
Who else uses echolocation?
Bailey, not Destiny, but
darn it.
But it's close enough.
Close enough.
It's echolocation adjacent.
Mm-hmm. But it's super exciting. I love that they're adding to the fleet because I know there are a lot of ports that are still untapped for Disney cruises that, a lot of people could take advantage of.
Ship?
I don't know. I don't know that they announced what port it would be sailing out of yet.
The Adventure is going to be in Asia.
Singapore.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
the Treasure is taking the place of the Fantasy in Port Canaveral next summer. Fantasy's moving to Europe. The Wonder is still splitting its time between Australia and Alaska. Mm-hmm. I would love to see more San Diego cruises.
That would be so nice.
Dear Disney, please bring the Destiny. I have heard actually that the San Diego port is going to be undergoing some major reconstruction here in the next couple of years.
Okay.
Currently, it cannot handle that big of a ship, apparently. So the Wonder is as big as Disney can get for there.
Okay.
So maybe
that's the one that we saw when we went.
Yes.
When we flew to San Diego.
Yep. So yeah.
Anyway,
this is kind of oldish news, and it's not really news. But did you see the Patrick Warburton stuff at Soarin'?
Yes.
And we just missed him.
Yes.
But anyways, that happened a while ago, but super cute.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, does this phenomena happen with you? Phenomenon? Does this happen for you too, that you age but nobody else does?
Absolutely.
Okay, when he walked out, I was like, oh shoot, I don't know if I would have recognized him because he's older.
He is older. Well, we're just so used to seeing his young face on that screen when we're getting ready to load.
Still young Patrick Warburton.
Yes.
But he ages just like everybody else does. And he has gray hair and it's so cute and I love him so much.
Me too. And he's probably young at heart. He's
I'm
probably
sure.
still super young at heart.
Although he's always sounded older. Like
That's
he
true.
sounds kind of buttoned up.
But he has a good a very good announcing voice. So he's perfect for that ride, and I love it.
He seems to me like he'd be really stodgy. I'm sure he's not because he's very funny, but his voice and the way he presents himself. Have you watched Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events? Like he's always that very buttoned up, stodgy kind of guy. Yeah. But he has a really great sense of humor. Yeah. It's kind of weird for me. But anyway, he came out and did the actual announcement for Soarin' Over California.
So fun for those people.
I know.
Not jealous at all.
No.
Not jealous at all.
Okay, big news. Big news over at Disneyland. As if they don't have enough walls up already, they're going to shut down Critter Country on May 1st to redo the 2 shops that are down in Critter Country and turn them into Raise Berets. So that is the Briar Patch. They're going to switch that over. Briar Patch currently is a lot of mouse ears and the like. And so Raise Berets kind of slides right into that, I guess. And then they're going to take half of Pooh Corner. Pooh Corner will still have the food available back in the Pooh Corner area. But the merch,
for now.
Yes, but the merch side of it is going to be Lewis's. Hold on. I wrote this down somewhere. My
Lewis's Louboutins.
Lewis's Critter Club. Lewis's Critter Club. And so we're going to have that shop back there. And I think they're using the word critter pretty heavily. And so I think that this is their transition from New Orleans Square into Critter Country, having these new critter shops, Critter Club. Also, they have announced 6 new critters that are making their debut in Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And their names are, okay, I'm going to totally butcher some of these because they're probably Creole.
Yeah. Well, and we haven't heard them pronounced yet.
No. Byhalia the Beaver, Gritty the Rabbit. He just shuffles on by. You know, the Gritty. Bo the Possum, Apollo the Raccoon, Rufus the Turtle, and Timoleon the Otter.
Cute. So I'm assuming these will be in the ride.
In the ride, yes. They're being introduced. They're brand new. Here's what I think is funny. And I said this to Katie already. When Disney introduces something, like they don't do it halfway. They go hard introducing new things.
As evidenced by all of the extra Wish merch still sitting at World of Disney a year after the movie came out and nobody's buying it.
Like they went hard with Wish, but nobody watched it. And so nobody wants the merch.
Quick segue.
Yes.
Wish is coming out on Disney Plus next month. So if you want to see it,
I might watch it then.
Yeah, I think I will.
Back to the critters. Of the 6, there are 3, Bo the Possum, Apollo the Raccoon, and Rufus the Turtle, who are going to have plushes available for purchase. Why?
So I'm willing to bet that these are critters that were already in the Splash Mountain ride, and they are upcycling them.
Probably.
So, but yeah, I don't know.
But I think it's a weird marketing tactic.
It is.
Like, here are 6 new critters. You're going to love them so much. We're going to give you plush before you're even introduced to them that you're going to want to buy.
I mean, I think it's probably a safe bet that kids are going to want to buy plushes.
Oh, totally.
Kids love plushes, right?
Right.
Like that was the Disney store was like plush heaven, and that's why people went. Was to see the plush tower.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, maybe it's okay.
I'm just confused. I feel like people are going to see them and be like, who is this?
Right.
What movie is this from?
You go on the ride first, then as you exit.
But what if the ride's not open yet? What if they introduce it before we've even been introduced to these characters?
No, I don't know.
But I think that this is their transition into Critter Country. So hopefully that means Winnie the Pooh is safe.
I know. I'm still worried for him. And I'm worried for the Hungry Bear, although, I mean, a retheme wouldn't be terrible on Hungry Bear, but I don't know. Are they going to, maybe they'll stick those critters on the Pooh ride.
They can bounce back.
They'll put them in the birthday party scene.
They'll have them mounted, European mounted in one of the rooms. If you turn around and look, you'll see them.
Yep.
Okay, so I think that's it for the Critter Country. Oh, Critter Country. It closes on May 1st. No reopening available quite yet. And they're going to be adding some lighting effects, which kind of excites me.
Me too. It's a little bit dark over there in the evenings. It'll be fun.
I would love some lightning bugs.
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm hoping for.
And they know how to do those.
I would love some lightning bugs. I've always
said when we're, drifting through the beginning of Pirates, I want those lightning bugs in my yard. Yeah. I just want those fake lightning bugs because we can't have real ones
Idaho
here.
doesn't have lightning bugs, guys.
Fireflies. They're just magical.
They're so cool.
Yes.
Their little butts light up. We had them in New York.
Mm-hmm. We had them in St. Louis.
Yes. And North Carolina, probably. We had them in New York, and I used to catch them and kill them.
I don't remember
But
North
I used
Carolina.
to catch them and put them in a jar until they died, which is terrible now because I'm like, they're so cool. I was just killing them left and right. I
You
wish we had
single-handedly
lightning bugs.
eliminated the lightning bug population in New York.
Yes.
In other construction updates, the Fantasyland Theater has construction walls up, getting ready for Pixar Fest.
What does it mean?
We don't know,
I know.
unless we just missed this part of news.
I don't think we did. I think we don't know.
When we do the Pixar Fest episode coming up maybe next week or the week after, hopefully we'll have some news on what else is going on in there because that's really cool. That's exciting that they're doing something. I'm sad that it's sitting empty right now.
Because it's
super
a people
sad.
suck.
It is,
Put
and it's
some
just
good
and
shows
it's
back there.
beautiful. Like it's a really cool area. So
Was there, when they did Pixar Fest before, was there any kind of Pixar show down by like Paradise Garden that they could make bigger? Or
they moved the little green men over to the Fantasyland Theater.
that'd be great.
Oh, talk about the
Two new ears that I saw that are really cute. There's new up ears. You would like them. Kenley, of course, loves them
Of
because it's her
course.
favorite. But they're brown leather, and they have like a tweed bow that comes off
cute.
that you can wear like Carl's bow tie. And then it's embossed leather. So there's the house with the balloons on one side, and I think Paradise Falls on the other side. I think. I could be wrong on that. And then there is a grape soda button attached
Adorable.
to one of the ears. They're super cute. And then there's also Infinity Stone Loungefly ears, which are kind of cool. They're gold with the stones kind of running the circumference of each ear.
Yeah, so they look like the gauntlet.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool.
I know.
Awesome.
Other than that, we've mentioned this already, but the Matterhorn is going down April 15th and will reopen on April 18th. And then it is going down again on April 22nd and will be reopening on May 3rd. And then Winnie the Pooh is included in that closure of Critter Country. So on May 1st, when Critter Country closes down, the Winnie the Pooh attraction will also be closed. Gosh, that's a lot.
It is.
Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, and Winnie the Pooh. Like that whole...
You might as well just not even go past Pirates.
Wow. That is like a whole...
I mean, I guess you can still walk
corner
to
of the
Galaxy's
park.
Edge back there, but Hungry Bear, like, are they going to get any business?
Are
during
they
that
open?
month?
Let me look at closures and just
Oh,
see. Because
yeah.
are they? They might be close
They
too
might be.
because it says Critter Country is closing.
Interesting.
So they might be included in that as well. But gosh, that is like that whole southwest corner of Disneyland is just closed.
But don't worry, guys. We have a new Mickey statue in Tomorrowland, so we're good. We have plenty to do in the rest of the park.
Oh, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is closing too pretty soon.
Good times with Abe.
Good times with Abe. Anyway, that's what's coming up.
Got it. Okay. I think that's it.
I think that's
and
it.
guys, this is just a news-heavy episode today, so
That's what we get for taking a week off.
yes, stay tuned. Next week we'll talk about Star Wars,
Yes.
Season of the Force coming up, and
Pixar
Fest.
Fest.
Yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot to cover there. We will read some menus. Get excited.
And thanks for listening. Again, leave us a rating and review. Subscribe if you want to.
And here's what you've been waiting for.
Links.
Follow us on Instagram at Ropedrop.Parkhop and Facebook the same. And our discussion group on Facebook is called Rope Dropping and Park Hopping. And we have a fun Patreon, guys.
Which
Come
we're
check
going to
it
record
out.
that episode right now. And I'm
Yes.
going to tell you the secret that I couldn't tell you on the main feed until next
So
week.
go join if you want the secret a week early. Okay, see you next week.
Bye.